This is Tara Jean, and you're on homoraphy.com.
It's Donovan here with a very special guest. It's recently crowned winner, Tara Jean, from So You Think You Can Dance Canada's second season.
Hello.
Hey. So how's Canada's favorite dancer doing today?
Oh my goodness, I'm doing so well, thank you. It's been quite the roller coaster, but I'm just so happy.
Awesome. And where are you actually right now?
I'm in Montreal at the moment. I'm performing my contemporary routine with Vincent and a solo, so I'm really excited.
Well, bon chance then. Well, I want to ask you a question that's on everyone's mind. Have you gotten to drive your 2010 Mazda 3 Sport yet?
I have not, actually. I pick it up on Tuesday. They're shipping it to my hometown, Lethbridge. So I get to pick it up Tuesday at like 5 o'clock. So I'm going to be driving it all day on Tuesday.
And did you get to pick what color?
Yes, my car is blue. I'm so happy. Yes.
That's awesome. Before I go on, I just want to preface this interview by mentioning that your biggest fan, Dan, who wrote all the recaps from this season, wanted so badly to be here today to conduct this interview. I know, but couldn't make it. But he sent a couple questions for me to ask on his behalf.
Of course.
I'm sure he'd appreciate a shout out from you. So do you want to say, hi, Dan, I love you?
Hi, Dan, I love you so much. Thank you for watching the show and supporting me.
Okay, so Dan's originally from a small town, and he was wondering how it feels like to be from a not so famous place, and then all of a sudden you're making it big on a national stage.
It's amazing. Coming from a small town, I think it really helped though, because I had to work so hard to be where I am today. So I really appreciate everything, and it's just amazing because I get to be a role model and show people from small towns that you can achieve anything you want. All this success, like I'll never get used to it, and I'm just always happy.
What was your experience like working with Stacey Took?
Oh my goodness, she's the nicest person I've ever met. Honestly, just so nice, so humble, so easy to work with. She explains dance in such a different way. She tells you how to feel instead of like, okay, now kick here. Like she explains the feeling behind the movement.
Another choreographer he wanted to ask about was Mia Michaels. How was it like to work with her?
She is my god, like literally my god. She's a genius. It was really intimidating working with her at first, of course, because she's the biggest contemporary goddess in the entire world. So the first time I worked with her, I was so intimidated I couldn't speak, and she's like, Tara Jean, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I don't know, I just love you so much. And so working with her was amazing. She's a genius as well. She just works so different, and her brain, like she is always in her own world, and she looks at dance like art. It's like she makes this amazing picture with bodies and then puts it together and gives you a story. She's a genius. And just the fact that we got to perform the last number she's doing, like, go Canada.
Here's Dan's last question. Did you fall in love with Everett throughout taping, or were you, and I quote, just that happy, end quote?
Oh, I did fall in love with Everett. He's so cute. Working with him was awesome. I trusted him with everything I had. Like, if I jumped and, like, needed him to catch me, he would always catch me no matter what. So, yeah.
You mentioned that he never dropped you. Was there anyone who actually did drop you during rehearsals?
Yes, well, that is a very good question. A couple times, actually. Well, it was really hard because Emmanuel's fingers were broken. So when we did the samba, I would crash to the floor a couple times, but I mean, it happens. And the salsa lift with Vincent, it was difficult. Like, the choreographer didn't even think it was possible. Gustavo was like, oh, let's try it. Like, I'm pretty sure you can flip and he can catch you somehow. So that little experiment hurt a couple times, but Vincent's a good partner as well.
Now that I've finished asking all of Dan's questions, I'm going to move on to my hard-hitting questions. Hope you're ready.
Of course. I am.
My favorite routine from you, hands down, has to be Stacey Took's It Doesn't Hurt contemporary routine.
Mm-hmm.
If you had special powers, which dance did you wish you could have pulled out of the hat?
I don't know. Just, it took me so long to get contemporary because I did so much ballroom. I probably would have wanted to get Vincent and Amy's contemporary and just more contemporary or more things in my style. Like, I would have loved to pull a jazz or regular hip-hop, but I didn't.
Who was your favorite dancer from last year's competition?
From last year's?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It's tough because they're all so different. I love Nico because he's just obviously gorgeous, and he's got that bad boy style to him. And Erisai, she danced with so much passion. Like, she wasn't a strong technician, but she didn't need it because she was just so passionate in what she was doing, so I really enjoyed watching her.
Speaking of last year, I heard you tried it last year, but got cut before top 20?
I got cut at top 40, so I made it all the way to the end, and then they told me that I was just still young, so come back next year, and they told me to get a new mentality and have more confidence in myself,
So how did you prepare for this year's competition?
I just kind of realized, like, why do I have to be so worried about what I love doing? Like, it doesn't matter if I'm good or not, it's just I dance because I love it, so I don't know, I gained kind of an inner confidence that I really want to be a professional dancer, so I can't doubt myself.
What advice can you give to dancers who are prepping for season 3 then?
Just not to think of it as a competition. I know it's really tough because there's cameras around, you're getting judged obviously, but I mean, you just have to do it for the love of it. You can't be nervous, you have to be yourself. The biggest thing is to be true to yourself. It's really easy to overthink things and want to change your solo to make you think what the judges want, but you have to be true to yourself because then they can see that and they can see that you're comfortable.
Growing up, I used to watch a lot of music videos all the time, and I would try to imitate all intricate choreography, but to little or no success. But I would imagine you did the same, and if you did, which ones were your favorite?
Oh my goodness, anything with Janet Jackson.
Yes.
Her dancers, like Kelly, all of her dancers are so sick. And I don't know, just watching their stuff, their style, because it was so funky, and like Rhythm Nation, how like tight they are. I don't know, they're just really strong dancers.
Awesome. I actually, till this day, I still do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown on my hand.
That's awesome. Well, that takes some skill right there.
Thanks. Okay, so every time I've watched any of these So You Think You Dance shows throughout all the seasons in the US and Canada, every week when someone gets eliminated and then the camera pans to the safe group and you guys all of a sudden get so overcome with emotion when they announce who gets cut, exactly at that moment, what are you thinking of?
Well, I mean, what people don't know is that you're actually saying goodbye to these people. My hardest cut this season was Natalie, the crumper. She was my roommate, and you're actually saying bye. Like, she moved back to LA after that, so I didn't get to see her. They give you 1 hour to pack up your stuff, so it's really, really hard. Like, they make it really difficult for you. The only thing that's going through your head is, I have to say bye to these people, and it's really sad. You just see their dreams crushed because, of course, people want to stay there for as long as possible. And I was like the biggest baby on Wednesdays. I was always bawling.
So they only actually give you an hour to pack up and get to the airport?
Yes.
That's
like
mean.
Your entire apartment. I know, it's insane. And it's so sad because you like watching her pack her stuff so fast, like she was throwing it together and I'm crying, she's crying, and she just handled it so well. Like, it's hard to be positive in that situation, though.
Yeah, for sure. So when she left, did you get a new roommate or did you get your own room?
I got a new roommate. Then Corinne moved in.
And then when she left, did you have to do the whole thing over again?
Yes, of course. Oh, it's just intense. Like, an hour is not long enough to actually say goodbye. And then when she got cut, Jamie Ray was in. And then, thank goodness, Jamie Ray stayed with me to the end.
Okay, so the tour kicks off at the end of the month. How are rehearsals going?
We haven't even started rehearsals yet. I'm still trying to heal my ribs a little bit more because I found out that they were broken.
Oh, was that from Emmanuel dropping you? I'm just joking.
No, this one's not Emmanuel's fault, actually. But, yeah, so we haven't started.
From what you know about the tour, is it just going to be like routines from the show, or are there going to be any specially choreographed ones for the tour?
There's new ones,
awesome.
So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm not sure the choreographers either. But, of course, there's going to be, like, the favorites from the show, new dances, and we're actually the hosts. What people don't know, like, we have scripts, which is kind of funny, dancers reading the script.
Do you have to memorize them, or are they going to be on a teleprompter?
You have to memorize them.
Ah!
I know, which I'll see how well I do, because I swear I have Alzheimer's already.
Which city on the tour are you looking most forward to visiting?
Vancouver. I lived there before.
Actually, speaking of Vancouver, I did hear that you actually lived here in 2006 or something around there, and you were a teacher at Harper Center?
Yeah, I lived there off and on from, like, 2006 until right before the show, so I have a lot of students over there that I miss so much that I haven't seen yet. So to perform for them is going to be amazing.
So what did you teach?
I taught contemporary. My class is really different. I like to kind of, I don't know, not teach how Mia Michaels teaches, but yeah. I like simple movement. Like, example, in my solo, the last solo I did where I just froze on the chair, yeah. I like stuff that has meaning to it. And so my class is a lot different. I like to make sure that dancers know how to use their bodies with emotion instead of just doing the movement for the heck of it. So I miss teaching a lot.
Did you teach a beginner or like more advanced?
It was more advanced. I hope I get a class back at Harbour one day.
Well, I hope you do, because I've actually gone to a couple of courses, hip-hop beginner, of course. But
nice.
If you ever do a beginner contemporary, I'll be first to sign up.
Yay! That would be awesome.
In closing, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Having my own dance company, actually. Okay. I want to keep dancing, though, as much as possible until my body breaks down. But definitely in 5 years, I want to have my own dance company, be doing my own shows, being the main choreographer for the shows. I know I have a lot of work to do, but I definitely want to be as famous as Mia Michaels, knock on wood.
I actually heard the knock.
I know. Sorry, I had to do it.
No, that's awesome. I love it. Okay, well, I just want to say thanks for taking the time out to chat with us. I know you're really busy with like the tour and like your show tonight and all that sort of stuff, but I really appreciate it and good luck with everything.
Of course. Thank you so much. Nice talking to you.